I'm Sasha Spooky and I'm back with another animated video. This one's going to be a scary one. I hope you all enjoy it. It's about a girl that works at a gym and this creepy guy, so I hope you all enjoy it. And I am going to be doing a little mini scary reaction video, and I hope you all enjoy it. So let's watch the video. But before we start, hit the like button and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos like this, or go check out my other socials down below so you can keep up with me as much as possible. And let's move on.
My programs at the LA Fitness just a few minutes from my house. My client base is actually pretty diverse, ranging from the average person just getting into fitness to the elderly trying to stay active, and even people with obesity who are trying to turn their lives around.
Okay, sounds like a pretty decent job. Okay, so far so good. Sounds like we're getting off to a good start. Let's see what else happens.
Even as an exceptionally fit female, it's very rare that my clients ever try to hit on me, with the exception of one person. He was one of my clients who was working on his obesity. For the sake of the story, I'll refer to him as Chris instead of his real name.
I honestly don't blame her. I would feel really bad if I kept getting hit on at my job. It made me very uncomfortable. However, this Chris character, I have a feeling, is going to be a little different. And, let's see what this guy looks like, I guess. I just have some really bad feeling about this, really.
I'd been training him for a couple years. He started out as one of my worst cases, probably the most overweight individual I'd ever seen. But for as bad as his condition was...
Bro, that anime looks like it aged badly. His character looks like it aged badly. He looks like an evil villain in every story or something. Bro, his animation is just so bad. He looks like a wrinkly, I don't know what, a wrinkly raisin. Okay, let's get past that.
When he started out, he made more progress than anyone else. He was incredibly motivated, but unfortunately for the wrong reasons. He never talked about his progress unless...
I would be very careful with him, because this just sounds like he may have an obsession with her or something, especially if he's doing it for the wrong reasons. Girl, I would just be watching her back. I don't know about this one. This just doesn't sound good. I feel so bad for this girl right now. So.
Had to do with looks. In reality, I don't think he cared much about his health at all. After a while, it became clear that the real source of his motivation wasn't about bettering himself, but about his obsession with me. He was extremely weird around me all the time. Very starey and suggestive.
I mean, this dude has balls, but... boy, you need to back up. I don't know. I would just feel uncomfortable. I would have someone else there with me. Or I would try to make it very clear to him, I do not like you in that way at all. This is just, professional. You know, I don't like you. I don't seek a relationship with you. I don't seek a relationship with anyone that I work with. Even if you lost all the weight, the answer's still no. But this poor guy, I feel like he's just not gonna get it. This just seems very, red flaggy to me. I would be getting out of there as fast as I could. He just... no, too uncomfortable. He's staring at you there's just something wrong with him. I couldn't.
He's asking me to promise him that I would let him take me out on a date if he lost another 50 pounds, another 100 pounds, and so on. I always curbed that behavior, but the more weight he shed, the bolder he became. The problem, however, and anyone who knows anything...
Okay, I get that she's trying to be nice to this guy to, more, motivate him to lose weight because she doesn't want to seem rude to this person or hurt their feelings, but she needs to learn that she needs to keep herself safe. Girl, I feel bad for your situation. I guess I wouldn't know what really to do either in this situation, but oh my god, this guy gives me, major creepy vibes, I don't know. He looks like a raisin, just a wrinkly old raisin.
About extreme weight loss knows this, was all the excess skin that started developing all over his body. I see it all the time, so it shouldn't have grossed me out as much as it did. But then again, I've never been so close to it before. On one of our sessions...
You're not being rude. If you don't like it, it's just something you don't like. And again, this dude's coming on very strong to you and making you feel very uncomfortable. I feel very uncomfortable too. But boy, I don't know, I don't know what I would do in this situation either. She's trying to be very brave as she can, but he seems like he's being a little too creepy, a little stalkerish. Boy, You need to go get help.
Chris mentioned how he hit another milestone, saying, "Hey Mindy, I'm officially under 350. Isn't that amazing?"
Yes! I'm so proud of you, Chris.
No, you should be proud of yourself.
This guy almost looks like a messed up version of Chris from Family Guy. Or Peter Griffin. Like, they look like they did them so bad. Like, boy. I mean, again, she's trying to be really nice, and she's like, yeah, you know, I'm glad you lost the weight, because she wants to keep motivating him. She don't want to seem like she's being rude to him, but, dude, like, I feel like he's crossing a lot of lines. There's too many red flags. Like, I would be really freaked out myself. Like, this dude does not seem like he knows what no means, and that is really scary. I feel really scared for this girl.
This is all thanks to you. He got in the habit of taking me by surprise with extended bear hugs where he'd squeeze the life out of me.
Nah, bruh. Nah. I'm sorry. I could not stand that. Comment down below what you would do if this guy kept doing this to you. I'm sorry. I could not stand that. I would be pushing him off of me and saying, back up, personal space. 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart.
It always felt like I was getting swallowed up by all of his excess skin. I'll never forget the feeling of having all that flesh of another person.
I'm speechless. Just, no comment.
Draped over me. Hey, Mindy, why don't we celebrate with dinner?
Chris, I've said it a million times. It would be unethical to date one of my clients.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I want to reach the end of my journey so that I'm not your client anymore.
No means no. No means no. Man, I feel like he's not getting it up here. And I know she's trying to be nice, but I don't know. I don't know how she keeps, like, dealing with this dude, because I could not.
We could date.
Sure.
But I'll have to get surgery to remove...
Again, like, no means no. No means no. And I feel like this guy he's never gonna get it. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like he's gonna kidnap her or something. Like, oh my god.
all this excess skin first. Once I get that, I'll be able to see what I'm doing in bed.
Right.
Chris was...
The guy looks like a flying squirrel says what? Oh my god. No, like, she does not want you. Like, I feel so sorry for this girl's safety, because this dude is just obsessed with her, like, super obsessed. Like, what? What? And that is really inappropriate to be saying to your instructor, like, what?
my only client that gave me that kind of unwanted attention, so I was able to tolerate it for a long time. As annoying as he was, I was genuinely proud of him, and I didn't want to break his heart and send him back into whatever depression got him to be so big in the first place.
I get it, but your personal safety is more important. I get you don't want to hurt his feelings and you think that it's just a joke, but I'm sorry. Like, I have bad vibes about this dude. Like, stalker. Just stalker everywhere. And, yeah.
He then got on the treadmill and started with some light jogging as I instructed forward. I could see his excess skin flopping around, like someone shaking out a blanket.
Like, bro, this animation, like, I know some people need skin removal and, like, stuff like that, and, like, that's something that's, like, really needed, but I feel like this animation is just, ugh. It looks like a dried out raisin crossed with a, I don't know, a flying squirrel or something. Like, ugh, it just, I cannot stand, like, the animation at all. Like, it's just, I don't know, like, on another level.
Our goal was to get him under 300 pounds so we could get the skin removal that would bring him down to 250 or less. Then at that...
Good for him, but I'd be distancing myself as far away from him as possible. Like, dude.
He was getting very close to the 300 mark when my birthday started drawing near again. Chris liked to gift me things, and this year was no exception. I was spotting him doing some shoulder presses with dumbbells when he suggested that he buy me an expensive purse.
Dude looked like a worm there for a second, or a naked robot, or a naked Morat. I can't speak. And bro, I have a bad feeling about the purse. Like, please don't tell me it's what I think it's gonna be, cause I'd be sick. Like just no. Please don't tell me it's what I think it's gonna be. And he sounds obsessed with her. Like, I hope I'm wrong.
I told him not to spend his money on stuff like that and get something special or meaningful. He seemed to take my suggestion well and carried on working out. On the day of my birthday, I had an appointment with Chris. When I first saw him, I noticed he was carrying a box covered in wrapping paper.
He be creeping.
But what really drew my attention was something else entirely. I couldn't pinpoint it right away, but there was definitely something different about him. He looked tired, but at the same time significantly slimmer than the last time I saw him.
Please don't tell me that's what I think it is. No.
That's when he greeted me by saying happy birthday. I asked him if he ended up getting the surgery, to which he responded vaguely, mostly beating around the question and changing the subject back to my birthday. Chris then handed over the gift and asked me to open it.
I just don't know. I would be throwing that away.
I took it and started tearing off the wrapping paper. I then lifted the lid off the box.
Oh my god, please don't tell me that's what I think it is. Please don't tell me that's
And
what I
to
think.
this day, I'll never get the image of what I saw out of my head. As soon as I saw it,
If it is what I think it is, I'd be throwing that box and I'd be booking
I
it.
felt so weak that I dropped the whole thing, causing the contents to fall on the floor. It was a bag, all right, but it wasn't designer or any name brand that existed. Chris had made it himself, out of human skin, his own skin.
No. Oh my god, I'd be scarred for life. What the? What? Please don't tell me. Oh my god. That's what I thought it was. Ew. That's just. Oh my god. This girl gonna need therapy for years. I feel like I'm gonna need. Oh my god.
That's when Chris held up his shirt, showing off the fresh scar on his stomach.
I'd be throwing up. Oh my god. No. I'd be booking it as fast as I could get out of there. Like, oh my god, this guy needs to be locked up or something. Like, what?
Chris then said with a grin on his face, I wanted to give you a piece of me.
Oh my god. Like, what the?
I ran away in terror. I got to my car and threw up in the parking lot, then canceled the rest of my appointments.
I do not blame her. I feel so sorry for this poor girl. I would literally be calling 911 and turning this person in. Like, who in the hell does that? Like, oh my god. I'd be quitting my job. I would be moving away from that town so far. I would move freaking states. Like, oh my god. That's just... Oh my god. This dude, like, needs to be locked up. Like, I don't see, like...
After that, I drove home and got wasted to try and erase the memory, but it was pointless. The traumatization was already done. I texted Chris that I could no longer work with him. Then I blocked his number. Since then, I haven't seen...
That guy is still... I'm sorry, I would have called the cops. Like, that's just too far. Like, what the... Like, oh my god. Just... What the hell is wrong with people? I swear. I don't know. I would admit myself somewhere after that. Like, oh my
him
god.
at the LA Fitness. And even though that means he's probably sitting at home and doing all the work he did, I don't care. I'll be thankful to never see him again.
Honestly, that's better. I would not give a crap about this person after that. Like, honestly, they could rot for all eternity. I would not. That was, I don't even know what to say. Like, that was a crazy roller coaster. Like, that's what it felt like. I was going down a roller coaster. Except for we fell very, very, very far and did not come up. I would not have no respect for humanity after that. I don't think I'd even be able to pull myself together after that. So, glad this girl kept, her life going. That was terrible and scary, and I feel sorry for this person. Let me know what y'all think below about this video, and if you have any other ones you want me to react to or anything, just comment them down below and I'll check them out. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and come back if you want to see some more. But thank you all for watching. Bye.